The Southern District of New York, which has jurisdiction over the Epstein, HRC, and Peter Tweeter laptop cases, is about to be blown wide open. When that happens, I will present irrefutable evidence that this disgusting shit extends to the Northern District of New York in the long-coming expose of what I've called the non-existent abandoned farmhouse, and the deep state's method of silencing those like me who know more than the deep state thinks we know. For security reasons, I cannot even hint at who is involved. Suffice it to say, at least 2 judges, one who is retired, will find doorknobs soon. In the meantime, know that all of the attempts to remove Trump from office, all of the Russia, PP-gate, Ukraine, Black Lives Matter, Antifa, and the riots are all funded by HRC and Soros, who will face vigilante mobs in the street when this breaks. They're not going quietly into that long good night, and they do not give a rat's ass how many people they have to kill or even start global pandemics, race wars, or nuclear war if they have a chance to avoid justice. As for those things herein alleged, I have good reason and multiple reliable sources which lead me to believe they are true. This is Dave from Net4Truth USA, Inglorious Patriots. It is now 1900 hours, June 21st, 2020, Eastern Standard Time in Northeast West Bumblefuck. That's just how it is, folks, in the Orwellian nightmare that has been uncovered over the last 3.5 years, thanks to our beloved President Donald John Trump. The animus against this president absolutely has no limit. And the reason it has no limit is because what they're trying to divert your attention to, or attention from. Ever since the Peter Tweeter got busted for tweeting his Peter to an underage girl, which is not such a momentous offense in this whole scheme of things. I'm not trying to minimize it, but it's the least, the very least of what has been done over the past 100 so years in this country. It's nothing. I'll make an analogy. A guy gets busted jumping a turnstile in New York City, and in the process of running the guy's fingerprints when he's booked, they find out that the fingerprints were on a murder scene where 10 or 20 people were killed, and he gets busted for the murder. So one of yous do some little bullshit that you get caught at, and in the process of busting you, the investigation leads to other things. Probable cause is not needed. This guy down in the Southern District of New York, this judge-appointed lawyer, is what he is, a lawyer liar, is the reason why the information on the Peter Tweeter's computer has not made mainstream, I use air quotes, mainstream news. And the mainstream wouldn't cover it even if he put it in their face. We'll be wondering, hey, where's the frazzled drip tape that was dropped on the deep web years ago? Where is it? Drop that tape, it'll be all over. Yeah, you drop that tape, the first thing they'll do is they'll call it a fake. And since they got the law on their side, all the shit that was uncovered out of Jeffrey Epstein's mansion in New York City, all the shit that was uncovered under the concrete with the help of Vladimir Putin's ground-penetrating radar, all the shit that was uncovered, the eugenics shit that was uncovered out in his ranch in New Mexico, you'll never see that shit if these people are successful in electing Joe Biden or the Hildebeest or Big Mike to the presidency. You'll never see it. You'll never see it. So what do they do to keep your attention and everybody's attention and gives the news something to yap about? They start with the PP gate, then they got the phone call to Ukraine, then they got all this other shit that amounts to not a fucking thing. You know, the law has an axiom, and it says in Latin, falsus in uno, falsus in omnibus. And the translation is, false in one, false in all. If you're a liar so many times, if you lie about everything, what makes you think that anybody's going to believe you, even if you're telling the truth? You're a professional, pathological, serial bullshit artist, like all of the mainstream media, been for 100 years. Been that way for 100 years. Ain't going to change it. So now, this guy is going to be forced out. Someone else is going to take his place. That's going to finally drop all of that shit that was on Peter Tweeter's laptop. And believe me, it was more than the emails, and more than the frazzle drip tape, and more than the records and all the correspondence going back and forth with the Clinton Foundation, which is a global child trafficking organization that has been tied into CPS in this country. And Will Kanishi and I did about 6 videos, I'll leave a link in the description, to prove they're after your kids. And when the public sees irrefutable evidence that this is happening, there's gonna be no trials. They will not survive to face trials. They will not survive. Wherever they live, I don't give a shit how many holes they got in the ground. They gotta come up sometime, or we'll send somebody down after them. These people are demons. Do you understand that? They're demons. I don't say this lightly. I don't say it metaphorically. They're demons straight out of the pit of hell. And when this information comes out, it's going to be all over. I've been saying it for years. I don't know why it hasn't come out. Maybe it's something that I even can't think of because I put myself in that place. I can put myself in that place because I know that everything that I've been taught since I was a kid, going in school, learning about the pyramids, and the fucking people dragging stones through the all bullshit. American history, all bullshit. We never won the Revolutionary War. Don't believe that bullshit for a minute. That fucking bitch over in England still controls what's going on over here. That's going to come out too. And she and the Pope are the biggest pedivores on the planet. I don't believe Jeffrey Epstein went that far, but he's involved with the people who went that far and more. And you say, well, where's all the bodies? When you got law enforcement on your side, when you got them in your pocket doing the same shit you're doing, you ain't going to see no bodies. You ain't going to see no bodies. distracting everybody. And you can tell who the brainwashed people are when you go to the store and they're wearing that shit on their face. I ain't wearing no shit on my face. You ain't sticking me with no fucking needles. And you ain't making me your slave. Because I'll die on my feet, but I won't live on my knees to anybody. And these motherfucking politicians going around polishing people's shoes. Are you fucking shitting me? Kneeling down and praying with the kumbaya scarf. Get the fuck out of here. A nation of fucking retards deserves the government they're gonna get if they keep it up. Unfortunately, people like me and you are gonna be stuck in the mix with it. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm locked and loaded. Come near me, fuck with me, see what happens to you. And just an aside here, people. My attitude and my take on things is something that a lot of people, not only on this channel, but across the internet, across social media, as censored as it is, feel the same way. There's going to be a tipping point. There's going to be a flash in the pan somewhere that's going to set all this shit off. They're trying to start a civil war by putting me against you and you against everybody else, just on the basis of skin color. That, for the most part, works only for the idiots and the paid mercenaries that these people pay to go out and disrupt rallies and to take over cities, leaving piles of bricks there for them to throw through windows. When those people are caught, when the organizers and the planners of this shit are caught, tried and convicted for this shit, they should be tortured to death. Tortured. You understand me? None of this humane injection in the arm shit, go to sleep and never wake up bullshit. No, hell no. We're way past that shit. We're way past that shit. And if you're one of those motherfuckers listening to this broadcast right here, you better hope and pray to your fucking demons that you don't fall into the hands of pissed off patriots, because that's going to be a scenario that even Alfred Hitchcock would be envious of. Be careful what you wish for, because you just might fucking get it. Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe to our backup channels on YouTube: Inglorious Patriots, Net4 Truth USA 2 Patriot Channel, and Ethernet Warriors. You can also catch us on bitshoot.com/Net4Truth USA, remonetized.org/user/inglorious-patriots9, and drop.space/@Net4Truth USA. All the links are in the description. We fly so close to the target, we are on our 5th fighter jet. We will be relentless and persistent until the enemies of freedom are defeated. You can support this channel by using the links in the description, but for a $100 donation, I will personally send you a autographed hardcover special edition copy of Land of Childhood's Fears. Also, visit my bookstore at lulu.com/Net4Truth USA. If you are viewing this video on BitChute, you can use the links in the description to support us, or simply click the green $ dot on our video to support this channel. Thank you. Links are in the description section.